Greetings to the G20. My name is Franz Gatzweiler. I'm the Executive Director of the International Science Council's program on urban health and well-being, and it's a great pleasure today to address the G20 by this video message. The COVID-19 is a systemic disease, and as the G20 health ministers have already recognized, the COVID-19 pandemic indeed reveals systemic weaknesses of all societies in the global south and north alike. Rich and poor countries were ill prepared, either due to chronic lack of resources, the failure of valuing health as a global public good, or simply due to ignorance. The systemic weaknesses which have been revealed by COVID-19 are not limited to weak or malfunctioning healthcare systems. We now clearly see holes in social security nets, the vulnerabilities caused by increasing inequalities and marginalization, the stressed life support systems of nature, and the urgent need for thinking and acting together globally. It is more evident than ever that the health of people and the health of the planet are critically interdependent and lie at the heart of sustainable development. Cities, which are now the epicenters of the pandemic, are the nodal points of the entire global web of human and natural life on Earth. Thereby, the health of cities has become systemically relevant for the health and well-being of us all. Now, what needs to be done in such a complex health emergency? A systemic problem requires a systemic response. We have never been as interconnected as today, and this interconnectedness and mobility adds yet another layer to the complexity and increases uncertainty. That is why and when a precautionary approach becomes paramount. Precautionary actions include constraining mobility patterns early and fast. Precautionary measures have already been taken, and they include self-isolation and putting neighborhoods or even entire cities under quarantine. Those measures are costly, they are very costly. However, failing to take such precautionary measures will increase the risk of systemic failure at the global scale, and that will bring us even further to the edge. We no longer can afford to ignore uncertainty by applying a calculative cost-benefit approach. And that is not just a moral or normative claim. As uncertainty is increasing, the statistical likelihood of extreme events occurring is also increasing. And you may have heard of the expression of us living in a fat-tailed world. In other words, it means we do not know when, but we know for sure that the next extreme event will happen, and that the likelihood of it happening is increasing. This is also true for other systemic risks like biodiversity loss and climate change, and in fact, they're all related. We are moving away from what has been statistically in the range of normal, and therefore precaution is not only a moral obligation, but also a very rational choice to make. In that spirit, I hope the G20 countries will lead by example by recognizing health as a global public good and putting health into all policies. I wish you all a healthy and safe future. Thank you very much.